Do you have any secrets you can share about, besides making people comfortable, about getting great vocals?
Yeah, absolutely. Like one thing that we do is we'll test the artist. For example, I signed this artist from the UK. Her name is Jetta, and recently, like we'll use different microphones for the song or for the voice. So I told Matt, like, yo, pull up every microphone possible. You know, if it takes an hour, 2 hours, they got to go through each microphone until we know which microphone is best for the artist. Every microphone is different. So, you know, we might use a Sony for, you know, one artist, and then I remember Matt, he was renting the Telefunken 251 for another artist. So it just depends, like, every artist is different. So you got to know that an airy voice, you know, someone who has a light tone, you know, they might want a warmer mic, or someone with a warmer tone might want the Sony, a brighter mic. So it just depends on the artist.
Do you put up more than one mic to try on people? Like,
it's funny, when I recorded Michael Jackson, right? So this is how we recorded Michael Jackson. We had one mic right here, and then another mic right behind it. And then we had one mic that was like maybe where that speaker was.
Interesting, yeah.
And we called it the room mic. And so when we did his comps, if you ever listen to Michael's vocals, like you hear like it sounds like a vocals way back here coming out of the somewhere far, like, you know, that's because Michael would have a room mic that just sat there and recorded everything as well. So it's real interesting techniques that you can use, you know, when you're doing things or whatever.
so it sounds like there's no real Rodney Jerkins sound, right? Would you say there is?
Nah, I got away from that a long time ago. Purposely. Because I feel like when you have a sound, I did have a sound, but when you have a sound and then people start to emulate your sound, to me it's not your sound anymore. You know what I mean? So for me it's like, okay, what can I do different? Like, I want my legacy to be, you did The Boy Is Mine, but you also did Stay With Me 20 years later, or 15 years later, whatever it is, and they sound like two completely different records.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want people, I don't really say Dark Child on the record anymore, even though they want me to, and maybe I'll bring it back on certain things, but I just feel like I want people to hear records and not know I did it, and then read and be like, oh, he did that? Yeah. That's just where I'm at in life right now.
Yeah. You've said that for some songs, a perfect combination is Beauty with the Beast. Can you describe that, what you mean by that?
This is just a contrast, right? Dark and light. Like, you know,